What up? It's your boy King Dow 225 coming at you with another reactionary video. So hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom. Man, listen. So many people now uh, fleeing from the red pill because it seems like nowadays the manosphere ain't about trying to educate brothers and get information to each other. It's all about trying to go viral, make uh, going making clickbait and sound bites and sounding dumb as fuck. I gotta defend men probably more than anybody out here in these streets because I understand I'm a man. We need somebody to advocate for us. But when we say dumb shit, I'm gonna call out the dumb shit. Check out my videos. I got cowards on display videos, clowning men, for cowardly behavior. Act like a man. Don't let a woman shame you for voicing your opinion, but damn, still act like a man. And I know y'all have seen this video. This is one of the main reasons why O'Shea said he ain't fuck with the red pill. All due to thinking just pearly things. Why am I thinking somebody who showed showed displays racism? I'm saying racism because she created a divide within the community that effectively destroyed it. She Helen of Troy with her ooglah, ooglah. Helen of Troy, the manosphere, or at least the black one. She leave the white portion alone just to come fucking with us. Why now we don't want to do is it be bothered with her no more. Okay, she still attacks us though. But ever since this damn just pearly thing debacle, it's been flames. This community has been in flames. Andrew Tate said, nah, I ain't fucking with it no more. Sneaky, yo. He just, one minute he good, next minute he bad, next minute he good. Like, make up your motherfucking mind, bro. Whatever Andrew Tate and his brother say, guess you gonna do too. And he sounded logical. Nah, but I know you seen this clip of this fool. I'm gonna give you this story time with King Down, keep it real with y'all. Like, I don't believe none of the shit this dude saying at all. If you getting ABCUs, my thing, ever since I was a kid, like, we watch these, you know, after school movies, this woman just staying in her relationship, getting ABCUs by her husband. I'm like, I used to get angry at the woman. Like, why the fuck is your ass still hanging around? He gonna chase me. And I had to think, bro, 70s and the 60s and the 80s, bro. I mean, not too much now. Woman called police, get it like he keeps stalking her. Well, he probably, shit happens. But back then, like, man, that's my wife, like possession or some shit. But let's just get to the video. This podcast era is wild as F. The name of the podcast is Whatever Podcast, I think. Chick asks a group of men, what should a woman do if she is in a ABCU? So now y'all can understand when I say that what I mean. Relationship, and they had this to say, dumbness. I have a mother. I have cousins. I have aunties. I have children that are females. I have a granddaughter. Like, how dare me tell him? At the end of this clip, I'm gonna tell you a story time with King Dare about conversations and experiences that I had when it comes to my own mother in situations like this, and why I would never tell somebody I love a female just because I believe in providing a child with a mother and a father to never stay in a relationship where niggas knocking your ass off ever. Why the first one before I even get started, before I even let the first one is you growing these children in an environment where they think this is cool. Okay? Say you got a son and daddy knocking the shit out of mama. Son gonna grow up thinking that's how I supposed to handle my wife by knocking the shit out of her. Okay? Say you got a daughter and she grow up seeing daddy knock the shit out of mama. She gonna go in a relationship thinking, oh, that's how men display their love. So she gonna let her husband knock the shit out of her. No. No. Let's just get to the video. And he been getting roasted. MTR made another video because he just went on another, you know, podcast Valuetainment. Fuck them too, cause they defended just pearly things. I'm surprised I even said the motherfucker's name. I will not leave a tag in that shit though, linking to them. But y'all can go look and find out how he walked off the stage like a little bitch, cause the chick he called fat confronted him. Like damn nigga, you let these goddamn women bully you to run off like a little hoe, and you out here talking this shit. These fake ass Andrew Tate likes. And when Andrew Tate was saying the shit, he was saying, I'm like, man, I fuck with you, but come on, dog. I know you putting 10 on 20 and shit and being extra with it, but I fuck with Andrew Tate. You other fuck dudes, I don't. But let's just get to the video. And then I'm gonna get story time with King Dad after it finish.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think,
It is.
if it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going.
You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
Because you gotta endure. People are too.
You want to stick in the
People
relationship?
are just.
See, I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just.
For anyone
Situation.
that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay,
Endure.
here's I'll tell
Would
you
they
what,
give up
I'll tell you
divorce?
Endure.
I-
It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married,
Such as-
have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely. Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Or
children.
cheating, sorry. You think that cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Sorry.
children, yes.
I think I'm not
Okay,
going to
no,
say this
divorce-
is worse.
divorce
I mean,
is worse
I-
for the
I
children.
already-
See how dumb this fuck is? So let's play that one more time. He say divorce, and I agree, divorce is bad for children. But being raised in an environment where daddy is knocking the shit out of mama is way worse than not being raised with mom and dad in the house. Think about how stupid you sound. That's why they call him Mr. Endure, because he don't even be talking about endure. You stupid fuck. No, I'm not advocating that. But as soon as these women talking about something, well, what if the woman cheating on him? Oh, leave one bitch. Leave that bitch. What? Like, see, bro. No. See, I gotta defend the women this time, bro. That ain't cool at all. At all. Like, I'm not gonna cheat on you. So I'm gonna be direct with what I want in the beginning. You're gonna have to accept who I am as a man. Like, say, boo, you might have to get a sister wife. I always said cheating is going behind her back without her knowledge and doing shit outside the scope of what you discussed before y'all got in a relationship. If I tell you, listen, this is how it's gonna be before we enter in this relationship, you have to accept me as I am. That's not cheating. And I definitely don't want to be in no relationship. I feel like I gotta control you by physical threat, or you feel like you gotta get your point across by putting your motherfucking hands on me. No, ain't no goddamn way. Don't you ever tolerate nobody ever putting their fucking hands on you. I don't even play fight. Cause play fight turned to real fighting quickly. I ain't never was the nigga to slap box with niggas in there because that shit always turned to real fisticuffs. So I'm gonna play this shit one more time so you can hear the ludicrousness of this idiot and these motherfucking podcasts. See, y'all dudes really make us look bad. Every man, like when we out here, every man with these podcasts and their opinion, I be like, want to shut up, but then you do shit like this and you make them look right. Every man don't need a podcast. Every man, especially when you looking like you ain't. I ain't gonna say he don't look like he can't get no women. Any woman could be tricked by a nigga in a suit. Any woman could be tricked. I'm gonna play one more time before I get to my story time.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage.
See, and this is very, like, you know what? I'm gonna start my story time with King Down. Story time with King Down. In a time, like I always say, my mother's one of the bravest women I ever known for surviving and enduring the shit that she been through. Shout out to my other half of the family, I promise you, I'm not trying to be disparaging to people that you might know and love, but these are realities and facts of my life and my mother's life that I can't get past. Like, she's always, she ain't tell me stories till I was adult. When I keep telling you, like, my mom was a different breed. The only issues is I have, like, she didn't do everything perfect. She did a lot of things fucked up. Because she overcompensated. She went to the dark side. She became Darth Vader and became the abusive in person in a relationship. She became extra masculine and shit because of, the shit that she had to deal with when she was young. When she was first married to her husband, my father. Like when I was a kid, I used to, in the photo album, they had pictures of my mom in the hospital with an eye patch on. One of her eyes had, retinas had been detached. I like just seeing this picture. I was like, Mom, what happened? She never told me till I was in my 30s, and she started telling me, your daddy had put my eye out. And like he was a different person when he was on alcohol, he was angry. When he was on weed, he was loving, and he was on hard shit. I ain't know who he was. And she said, and it was that. So I was born in '79, so my brother was born in '74. So this is the '70s. So this is a time where divorce was frowned upon. My grandparents were people of the church. My grandfather was a pastor. My great grandmother was the first mother. So this story. That's why I ain't gonna say this now. But I think I'm a child of unrequited love within a marriage. If you can understand my meaning. So she went to my grandparents after my brother was born, and she was like, she was begging them from her perspective to like, why I gotta stay in this marriage? He this, he that. And they were telling her to like, you supposed to stick it out. This is the Bible says so. Society was pressuring her to stay in the marriage, but she was like, man, I can't take this shit no more. I mean, she came back to him after she left out of my brother and ended up, getting pregnant with me. But this woman in the '70s decided like, I can't put up with this ABC abusive relationship and left and dipped despite society putting pressure on her to stay, despite her parents who are Christians and the pastor telling her she got to endure it. She chose to love because she like, man, I got sons. I don't want them growing up thinking it's cool to put their hands on women. Like I said, she overcompensated. Like that traumatic experience she experienced with my father, she said, I ain't gonna never let another man put his hands on me. And she became the aggressor and started knocking the shit out of the men she was with. So that's the environment I grew up in. She raised us through her trauma that she experienced through her first marriage and her childhood. And we watched how she emasculated the man she was with, how she dominated him, how she had masculine tendencies. I guess that's why I'm the way I am. I don't have no issues with arguing with no woman because I was raised uh, with a very vocal woman, a very aggressive woman. But I was raised like, man, that ain't gonna be that nigga ever. I don't fuck around with him. Like, just imagine what kind of man I'd have been if my mother wouldn't have been brave enough to leave my father. I don't hit women at all. I mean, I will if I have to defend myself. I don't take no opponent lightly, and I would knock the shit out you if you threaten me or threaten my life. But me just waking up and, oh, the goddamn coffee cold. Oh, my sandwich ain't made. Bitch, get here. Eat the cake, anime. R.I.P. Tina Turner. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that. So, before y'all motherfuckers get on these podcasts and get these shit advice to these young people and these incels out here talking about some endure. You no, no. The first time Somebody puts their hands, I even have a rule that I live by. I swear to God. My rule is if I'm in a relationship and it just so happens whatever occurred and I hit her and she stays, I have to leave. Why can't? Why if you hit her and she stay, you gonna leave? Because that's how people descend into shitty persons, right? By staying in environments where they become shitty. Like I'm not gonna stay with no woman who don't respect themselves enough to not give consequence. Like don't throw no goddamn hot super nothing on me. But like, nah, I love myself. I'm too beautiful to be letting some motherfucker put their hands on me. I'm out. I ain't gonna respect nobody if they allow somebody to cross the line like that. And then the other aspect is I fear on the kind of man who I become. Like, yeah, one time it should be repercussions. The relationship should be over. I'm telling you this because if that person get in that emotional state and he crossed that line and he, I'm sorry, baby, never happened, and it never happened again. What's gonna happen next time he come to that emotional state? And he knew that you allowed him to cross the line and wasn't no repercussions. All he gotta do is apologize. Next time he get there to that moment, he gonna again. And next thing you know, it's gonna become a regular motherfucking occurrence. Anytime he get to there, like first nigga, control your goddamn emotion and keep your fucking hands to yourself. But that's always been my philosophy. Like, bro, you don't hit women, but you don't want to be with no woman who gonna be cool with letting a dude hit their ass. Don't get me wrong, I don't want no nagging ass, extra masculine ass woman either. I want balance and peace in my house. So I don't can't be with no woman who gon' get me in that feelings where I'm always uneasy and angry and perturbed and irritated. Again, I want peace. So I'm gonna end this by letting y'all hear this stupid shit one more time. So hit that like, subscribe, and become part of the kingdom.
And has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20. A year into the relationship, it gets really, really.
Yeah, ironically, my mother was 19 at the time, young. Just had my son, brother, 19, begging and crying my grandparents to get permission to end a abusive marriage. Like they was like, you supposed to stick it out. See, it's like my grandparents didn't understand. They like when I say they stay in the country woods. Well, you gotta go prime the pump and go get some eggs out the chicken coop. So they didn't really understand city life. Like my brother used to go to my grandparents' house every weekend. He used to check us for track marks. Track marks. Like, yeah, Papa, that ain't really how people take dope, but yeah, okay, I feel you. They smoking through a crack pipe. But just certain shit, they lived in a different, like a time bubble where the woman was supportive, the man was supportive and loving. They couldn't understand like what drugs and violence and poverty, even though they were poor. They were poor. Like I go outside to my acres of fields of fruits and go get me something to eat, or go get me some eggs out of my chicken coop. Or see, they was that kind of poor where they was able to sustain themselves. They couldn't understand like housing projects and food stamps and Section 8 and crack epidemic. They were literally in a bubble. So from their perspective, they're like, oh, you're not supposed to. And my grandfather never put his hands on my grandmother. So she never lived through that kind of relationship. Like, oh, you supposed to endure whatever. You supposed to, no, big mama, no. No, ain't no way. Especially the way my big mama was. Ain't no way. She would have stayed in no marriage with my papa if he'd have been putting hands and feet on her. Not my big mama. She probably would have been the one who put a big pot of grits on his ass. That was my grandma. So don't give women this stupid ass, dumb ass advice about stay in a relationship, don't cheat. Nah, man, it's gotta be equal. Like if you want her to be what you want her to be, you need to be the man that she deserves. And a man does not destroy nothing he loves or hurt anybody he loves. That's bullshit.
Abusive, even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is. Go on.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You can't divorce. It's not a real thing. Okay, well, what is she cheating on? Leave that bitch. I thought you just said divorce wasn't a real thing, my boy. So you gotta stay in there when she selling her wild oats and busted up for strangers. Oh no.
You gotta endure. People are too.
You want to stick in a
People
relationship?
are just.
See, I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just.
For anyone
Situation.
that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
I agree. There's a lot of niggas out here pussies. A lot of pussy ass niggas out here.
Okay,
Endure.
I'll tell
Would
you
they
what.
give up
I'll tell you
divorce?
what. It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married, they have a kid,
This is an extreme example too. Her cheating.
and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely. Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Or
children.
cheating, sorry. You think that cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Sorry.
children, yes.
I think I'm not going to say this is worse.
Divorce
I mean,
is worse for the children.
Yeah, he know he sounds stupid. That's why he on value. I ain't saying ain't that no more. He's on other people's podcasts walking off. Like, don't listen to this advice, young men. Keep your hands to yourself. Get a woman who have enough pride in herself, who won't allow a man to disrespect her like that. Because you got to think of the children, bro. The children. Like every people do not know this. Like every step I took as I was raising my child, single father, remember, always was what would the repercussions of my actions be to my children? Why I never sold dope? Cause nigga, I can't go to jail. Why I would rather catch two buses to get to two different jobs than ask my homie to front me some, and I can really, listen, this is the hard path that's not glorious or shiny, but it's the path that is going to help my children the most. Because a daddy can't help you if he locked up in jail. He can't, because daddy's presence is more important than whatever financial obligations he can give you. And if I'm in jail, I can't do that. Right? I'm here for the long haul. I got to be here. I'm going to walk you down your aisle when you get married. I'm going to cry at your graduation. I'm going to hold my grandkids. Can't do all that if I'm in jail. Missing large portions of your motherfucking time, life and shit. Like when all the women who didn't make it past fuck buddies. Why? Because I couldn't see you be around my child. The reason why your ass was coming to my house when the street lights was coming on. Because the babies was asleep. Like everything I do. So when I tell women like, man, y'all gotta choose better, y'all gotta like y'all can't do this around the kids. Like I said something so extreme one time, like I don't think a woman should engage in other relationship until their child is 18 and out the house. I effectively damn near did that. Like I engaged in a relationship. Like yeah, I had relations and I got married. But like every woman that I had a relationship with didn't meet my daughter. I think it was like a 5% chance. Out of all the women, only like 3 to 5% ever met my children. The others, they didn't even know about. Or if they knew about a small percentage of, they don't even remember. I can bring them up to the right. You remember her right now? Oh, well, Daddy, who the hell is that lady? I don't know her. It's almost to the point that I was like, man, I think I probably did too much. Now my daughters are so goddamn uh I don't want to say possessive. They always be on guard. They always side eye everyone when they come around. I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have shielded y'all from these women so y'all could, you know, at least kind of get used to daddy being around female or companionship every time. Like damn, man, like come on now, y'all need to chill the fuck out. Well, that's your boy came down 225. My 2 cents on why this dude right here sound like a fucking fool and don't listen to his stupid ass advice. And y'all need to stop embarrassing us with this stupid ass shit that y'all get on here trying to go viral and cash a check. Stop advising young men wrongly, incorrectly. That's another thing that I noticed. Okay. The niggas who be leading these youngins down a fucked up path. That's real. I'm talking about in real life. A lot of these gun-toting ass, shoot 'em up youngers, get that shit from the old heads. Instead of these niggas out here giving them right advice, they, I ain't gonna say no more. Cause if I don't stop now, I ain't gonna never stop.